Welcome back and get ready to raise a glass. Winefest is back at the Depot in Minneapolis. This is a really big event that also benefits a really good cause.
This is a fundraiser for M Health Fairview Masonic Children's Hospital. Over the past 26 years, they have donated over $21 million to support pediatric health research and care. And Nicholas Engblom is here from the U of M Foundation, along with Justin Siedenfeld from Rodney Strong, great wine, featured one of the featured wineries of the event. So we're going to start with you, Nicholas. Tell us, how did this event get started?
What's a crazy story? Elfie Fish was a doctor at Masonic Children's Hospital back in the day, and he needed a piece of equipment, and he loved wine and food, and said, I'm going to host a fundraiser in my backyard. And here we are 26 years later.
Did he get that piece of equipment?
He got that piece of equipment and then some, right? Like, that's a great investment now over 26 years.
Absolutely. And now this isn't just a one-night event. It really spans the weekend.
Yeah, it really has become something of, we're doing a VIP experience tonight, and then tomorrow's the grand tasting. We have a luxe lunch with local sommeliers pouring wine with restaurant partners, and then the grand tasting event with 800 guests walking around sampling 400 wines,
Wow.
25 restaurants, and then Saturday's big black tie gala. 7 courses with 12 wine pairings.
Okay, so wait, how many different wines are featured as part of this event?
So we have about 12 winemakers that are in town for this, so we'll be featuring them throughout different portions of the event. Not every winemaker has wine at each one, but we make it special for them because they're the all-stars raising money for Masonic Children's Hospital. If we bring everyone together, think of what we can do here, right?
Yeah. And Justin Seinfeld from Rodney Strong. Okay. Walk us through wine sampling, what we need to do. And also, I should back up a little bit. I was doing a little reading on you, and you took over for somebody who had been kind of the main winemaker for 40 years at Rodney Strong.
Yeah, so we're a company that's 65 years old, and we have only had 4 winemakers in that 65-year period. And I took over 5 years ago to lead us into the future.
No pressure.
Yeah, the big shoes to fill.
Yeah, I'm happy to take it on.
I'm sure you are. Okay, so when it comes to wine sampling, what is your advice to people? I'm going to wish that my younger self had this advice because I've made some mistakes in the past.
Well, you should never be ashamed to spit, right? So that's totally allowed, and you don't have to try everything.
Explain why, because it is. I've done it, but I really wanted to just drink all of it, but then that's a problem.
Yeah. Well, when you're growing up and you're thinking you can't ever leave a soldier behind, you always kind of have to feel you have to drink it all. But when you're trying to drink 400 wines at an event, or even in my case, just a couple hundred samples while we're making a blend, we need to be looking at what's great about wine. And it's not, the alcohol is a positive part, but not the reason we do it. So it's the flavors and the textures and all of the aromas that come with it, and that's why we love wine. And so spitting it out so you don't get intoxicated too much is okay, because you're getting the essence and the surprise and delight that wine brings to the table.
It's not offensive. That's good to know.
And Alex, it's okay to finish the glass.
It's okay.
It's also okay to finish it, but
Justin, tell us what would you say are your biggest challenges making wine, and what is your favorite part of it?
Well, the biggest challenge is also my favorite part of it, which is Mother Nature. Having to deal with her ebbs and flows and weather, heat, rain, fires, floods, whatever comes our way each year, and the challenges of bringing the team together to put out something that we're super proud of is a challenge, but also the
fruits of your labor.
The fruits of the labor, exactly.
There's where that saying comes from, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to a fundraiser like this, you mentioned it started really small and for a piece of equipment. It's huge now, but how important is it to what Children's does?
Well, so here's the thing. We have such a generous community, and I think we've got so many great donors, but events like this really allow us to have a platform to kind of shout from the rooftops how great Masonic Children's Hospital really is, right? We're the oldest hospital in the state. We treat some of the sickest kids across the country and from around the world. And to be able to have a platform that unites the restaurant industry, the wine industry, partners like you to tell us the story, and then to have everybody in a room at one night giving is so important, because we're supporting pediatric research, things that maybe many times are underfunded and things that you don't see. We're giving grants to faculty that are just needing $10,000. This money goes to that they can then submit to the NIH to get potentially the next cure for cancer. So we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars that have been reinvested because of Winefest, which is pretty awesome.
Wow. We were talking about when you have some wine, it's good to have some food in your belly. We should address the food in the room here because there are going to be nibblies as well.
Yeah, we have 25 great restaurants. It's about lifting up this community. And Red Rabbit, Red Cow, you're seeing their 60-40. And I can't remember what they said here that they have, but this looks like a great pasta course.
Sure does.
So when you come on Friday night, you get to sample some of the best restaurants in Minnesota. We're talking Red Rabbit, Red Cow, PS Steak, Butcher and the Boar, Butcher's Tail. They're all there. So not only you're sampling amazing wine, you're getting to eat some of the best food in Minnesota as well.
Sure. Justin, are you going to be there while people are sampling?
I
and
sure will.
walking them through
I'll
it?
be at all of the events, telling our story and helping encourage raising a whole lot of money for one of the best causes I'm a part of it every single year.
And being a winemaker, what's the #1 question you get?
What's your favorite wine?
And?
Well, my favorite wine is a wine from Italy.
Okay.
It's from a winery called Massetto, and it was the wine that changed my life. And so every day I try to make a wine to change somebody else's life through our goal of providing surprise and delight to every person we can.
Wow.
It's always good when a wine changes your life.
Yeah,
I've had that
well
experience.
put.
Yes. It's amazing that wine can do
It
that,
is an
but it sure can.
experience.
It can.
All right, well, thank you, Justin, Nicholas.
Thank you,
We appreciate you being here.
Thank you both
and
for having us.
bringing a lovely display as well. If you want to learn more about this weekend's events or to buy tickets, you can visit winefest.org.